In today's halacha, we're going to review laws relevant to Kavod Sefarim, respect of Sefarim, in continuation to the mitzvah of Bayis Mali Sefarim, in which the Rebbe requested an extra adherence in the laws of Kavod Sefarim. So in yesterday's class, we discussed the laws of precedence, which Sefarim may be placed on top of each other. Today's halacha will go into numerous other details that are related to Kavod Sefarim. Using a sefer as a stender, placing one sefer on top of another sefer in order to help elevate the sefer that one is learning from. So the Taz records in Yeridea chapter 282 in Sifkot and Yud Gimel that it's forbidden to move a sefer in order to place another sefer that one's learning from on top of it. And the reason for this is because this is considered a belittlement to the sefer to use it in the position of a piece of wood or a piece of stone. Nevertheless, it is permitted, if the sefer is already on the table, to take another sefer and put it on top of it. And since one is not actually moving the sefer, it is permitted. The Taz goes on to say that even if the sefer is already on the table, it's forbidden to even move it over slightly in order to put the sefer on top of it. Nevertheless, not all poskim agree with the Taz, and the Mishnah Berurah in chapter 154 in Arachayim, based on the Magen Avram there, rules that it is permitted to rest a sefer on top of another sefer, and is not limited to if it's already there or if it will involve moving the sefer. Turning a sefer upside down, it's recorded in the Chidah, the Shiur Bracha, in 282, that it's forbidden to turn a sefer over upside down, meaning that if one has a sefer open and he desires to leave the room for a moment, he cannot flip the sefer on its inner side and having the external side, the cover, face upwards, as doing so is a belittlement to the sefer. And he severely warns those against doing so. Thus, if you want to save a bookmark, you should rather place a piece of paper to save as your bookmark, or place another sefer on top of it to guard the sefer in the meantime, but not to turn the sefer over. Using another sefer as a bookmark, so it's also brought down in the Pischei Tshuva, that one may not use one sefer as a bookmark within another sefer. So if you have a small kuntris, you're not allowed to place it inside another sefer in order to save the place, as this is belittlement to that sefer that's being used as a bookmark. Sitting on a surface which contains Sefarim. So it's recorded in the Shulchanaruchharav 282:7 in the Ramah that it's forbidden to sit on the same surface which a sefer is found on. It's brought down in the Achreinim, the Shach, and others, however, that if the sefer is sitting on top of another item and is elevated at least one tefach, meaning if I have a siddur or chumash that's sitting on top of an item on the couch, and it is elevated 8 centimeters from the surface of the couch, and it is permitted to sit on the couch at the same time. As well, some place can record, the Shach records the name of Rabbi Menoyach, then in a situation that you're in a base medrash, and there's no room to sit except on a bench with your Sefarim, and there's nowhere to put the Sefarim, you could be lenient to sit on the same bench. Nevertheless, he concludes in the name of the Orchos Chaim that it is improper to be lenient to do so, as doing so can be learned and seen as a zilzul, as a belittlement of Sefarim. Resting a sefer on one's lap, the Ramah records that it's forbidden to place a sefer on one's lap if one will be leaning his elbows, his arms on the sefer. As doing so is not a proper kavod, a proper respect towards the sefer. However, simply for it to rest on one's lap without one leaning one's hands on it, the Ramah does not record any prohibition. In today's halacha, in sequence of the Chag